Okay, as you can see here, behind me is a train. But anyways, welcome to the long-awaited third episode of the Minecraft Transit Railway Let's Play series. Now, first of all, thank you so much for getting the second episode to 3,000 views, which I think is really cool. Just like this train being 6 cars long. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe, as I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the month. And, yeah, let's start the video. Alright, so there are 3 things that I want to, accomplish today. But first of all, check this out. There's a new tab in our creative menu. This mod is called Reality City Construction, or it just says RCC here. And the really cool thing that I like about this mod, let me just fly over to the end of the platform here. It took me a while to actually use this properly, but when I did, I was so happy. So you can see there's this station broadcaster block here. I don't think I can open it without a brush. But basically what this is, let me get a brush out here. This is basically, as the name suggests, a sort of station version of the announcer block that comes stock with the MTR, or Minecraft Transit Railway mod. The announcer is basically a block that, as the name suggests, lets you announce different things, like messages, in the actual train, which I mean it says in that in the tutorial also, but the station broadcaster block is kind of the same thing as the announcer, except inside of the train, except it's not inside of the train, it's in the station, so if you're outside the train you can hear it. So the real cool thing that I like about it is that you can choose what you put in, or what's going to be broadcasted. So for example, there's this song here, but to actually get sounds for what we're going to be doing here today, I'm going to go down to the announcer. I'm going to do TCWM as a search. You can see we've got train beeps, train door beeps now. So for example, there's GZ beep 1, which GZ is for the, I think, Guangzhou train or subway system, and this is just a train beep for that system. Obviously, there's the MTR beep here, except I think this is 9 beeps instead of the full 18. And then here's just universal door beeps here. Like, here's this one. And then all that, which kind of sounds like a 1992 stock train door beep. But there's also MTR ones, too. Like, there's only 1, or 3 actually. There's MTR AMTR, which I think is for announcements. And then there's Beijing MTR. And then there's Beijing MTR 1. So there are actual train announcement tones under the MTR namespace, and then under the TCWM namespace is actual, except the song, this is actual, like, train beeps. So the announcer block is technically how we're going to find out which ones to do. So this also requires the schedule sensor, which, as the name suggests, for the third time today, the schedule sensor under a certain schedule determines when things will happen. You can also do this with redstone, but basically it relies on this train schedule, which I don't think there are going to be trains coming in for a while. Actually, let me just check the PID here. Ooh, 56 seconds. Okay, so we should hurry up here. So I'm going to dig a hole first. Oh yeah. There's already one here. Let me just get rid of this one. So let me make sure. I'm gonna make sure there aren't any more, which I don't think there are, but that's fine. So I am going to set this up. So I'm gonna put the station broadcaster here. Some redstone. We get some redstone actually. Some redstone. And then on the other side here is where the schedule sensor is gonna go. So I'm going to right click this with the brush, and I'm going to select the route for Greenview, which determines what vehicles or what trains en route will activate the schedule sensor. So I'm going to do GZ beep 1, which is 5 seconds long. So I'll set -5, so 5 seconds after it'll actually activate. So then I will do TCWM GZ beep 1, and I can click the preview button. I can click the preview button to actually preview if I did it right. So now what I can do is I can fill this up, or fill this hole up. Yeah, I love how I did 6 cards instead of 2, because in the 3 months between episode 2 and episode 3, which is the one I'm doing right now, I've learned a new depot method, which I think I'll do in episode 4. I've also learned a new style for stations, which I'll also do in episode 4, I think. And then I've also done 2 cars instead of 6, just because more of ease of access and stuff like that. So here comes the train right now. And we'll finally be able to see or test out our new train beep. So it's right here, so I think it'll sound. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I have the thing set to 20 seconds of dwell time, not 10. It only really works if it's 10 seconds of dwell time, not 20. Well, I could easily just modify that to say 15 seconds after the train arrives instead of -5. So let me do that real quick. Alright. So this is finished. Or this is modified. So I will refresh the path real quick, because I'm not waiting 6 minutes for a train just to test a door beep. So I'm going to refresh the path here. Oh no, I have to clear vehicles first and then do the path. Alright, there we go. So now it'll show up. And here's the train. I'm also planning of replacing this later in the episode, because I'm getting tired of the SP1900. And also, guys, speaking of train doors, if you haven't watched train doors in Minecraft, there might be a part 4 soon. But hold on, let me just wait for the train beep, which I think is really cool. There it is. So yeah, if you haven't watched train doors in Minecraft, part 3 will be in the end screen in the description, and the playlist actually right now will be in the top right corner of your screen, and again in the end screen and in the description. So I think it's really cool. There will be a part 4. And speaking of the SP1900, it's time to replace it, because it's been here for way too long, and I just feel like I want to replace it. So I'm going to replace it with a surprise train. Alright, so I've just selected the surprise train. In 20 seconds, actually, it'll come through, so you guys can actually see what it is. Yeah, it's a sea train. Fun fact about this train, other than it sounds really cool, it also runs on the Kwantong line of the actual MTR, and the reason why I chose this is because I don't want anything like a mainline sort of route. I want something to be like, more of like a, not commuter, but a subway route, kind of. You know? Oh, jeez. I turned off the next... Oh, jeez. I turned off the text-to-speech announcements. Let me turn this back on. But, yeah, I feel like this is a welcome improvement to the system. Of many welcome improvements that we're going to do later in the episode. But yeah, I really feel like it was a good idea adding station canopies. I said rain shelters in the last episode. I meant station canopies. It's kind of cool adding station canopies to the I was about to say to the game, but like to the stations.
Next station, Greenview.
Oh yeah, by the way, I moved this mod pack to macOS. Because it makes it easier for me to edit the video, because my editing software is I only have a license for it on macOS, so it makes it easier for me to add it to macOS, just for quality of life, and also because I'm on the second world, where I actually have the Chinese characters and all that stuff set up, which is why I have this voice instead of Microsoft Sam, which was on Windows 10, which is what this Let's Play was originally running on. It sounds so weird to like say, oh yeah, this Let's Play was running under Windows 10. It just sounds so weird to say that instead of like this mod pack, but in reality, yeah, that's what happened. So that's why there's a new voice, and I think if I'm correct, I might have installed World Edit. No, I have not. So by episode 4, I might have installed World Edit already, but yeah. So obviously it'll take a while to actually do the station beeps and all that, which is why, or the train beeps and all that, because, you know, it's 6 cars, and 6 cars is a lot of cars to do this stuff on. So yeah, it's gonna take a bit, but that's fine, because I basically just did a demo doing for the train here. And while I do, I'm going to install platform or passenger information display systems, or PIDs, just because I have time to kill while the train arrives. Speaking of the train, when we get back to Plains Terminal, I'm gonna do something really special with the trains. And here it is. I think I may have put way too much, but it doesn't matter. It's still PIDs, you know? Just waiting for the train to depart here. I wish they had train is departing announcements in this game. Kind of like on the old,
Next station, Lakeview.
Kind of like on the old like East Rail line when they used to have the train is departing announcements, which I think would be really fitting in MTR, the mod, because I don't think the MTR, the system, has the departure sounds or the departure announcements anymore for the East Rail line, but it would be cool if they added it into MTR, the mod, because I feel like it would really fit this mod because it's based off of the MTR, the system. Speaking of the MTR, the system, it's really grainy, but there's a map up here. I can tell that, for example, this is the Kwantong line because the Kwantong line's color is green, so I can see that that's it. And I
Next station, Plains Terminal.
And then, for example, I can see that this is the Island line because the Island's line color is kind of like, it's kind of like a sort of dark, like teal color. Or no, that's the East Rail line, but yeah, it's kind of like a dark blue color on the official map. But you can see here, it's kind of like the East Rail Line's colors in Minecraft. And I can also tell that that map is actually pretty old because there's no lime color, as far as I know. There's no lime color of the South Island line because that's, I think, that's the color of it. But yeah, for example, just okay. Enough prattle about enough prattle on MTR the system. Next, what I'm thinking about doing is because I'm getting tired of one train running per thing. So I might increase it to 3 trains because I feel like to just make it more frequent, you know? Because if this system was a real life system, I would want it to be more frequent. So that's why I'm making it 3. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the station broadcaster when those train departs. But also, the thing is, this is running under 3.2.2 hotfix 1, which I think, if I'm correct, was released 4 years ago in 2021. And the newest version of MTR, or Minecraft Transit Railways, I think 4.0 beta 16. And there's the train. I'm gonna have to increase or decrease the frequency. But I think, if I'm correct, the latest version of Minecraft Transit Railway is 4.0.0 beta 16, which was released, I think a few months ago. I'm going to increase to 0.75 trains per hour, just to make sure that I have or it's left enough time for me. So the first time in the Let's Play, I'm finally adding hotbar shortcuts for the first time ever. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up real quick. There we go. I'm going to set this to scene 1 because it's the first one that is here. When's the train arriving? Ooh, 30 seconds. Okay, I gotta go. I do not want that song to be playing again because when I initially did this, I had to get out of the game like 4 times because of that song playing by accident. And there's the train beat, which I did not want happening, but it's fine. Alright, so now that's done. I can fill this in. As you can see, there's another one on the way. I gotta do this in honor of Minecraft train doors. Or train doors in Minecraft. Just because. I think I placed one. I think it was right here. It was somewhere, but yeah. I'm gonna place one over here. And this time, I'm going to add metal next to it so I know where it is. Alright. So after this, I have one more thing that I would like to do with this map, or with this system. After I'm done with this. Alright. So, I don't know if you remember, but in the last episode when I was adding the rain shelters, which is what I called them, when I was adding the station canopies, I was like, Well, since I have rain shelters, perfect. So now we got both sides. But since there's rain shelters, well, actually, no, I'll wait until the next episode to that. I was gonna say I should probably add some like station signs, but I'll wait until the next episode to do that. And I was planning of adding station name signs, but I held it off until the next episode, which is this episode. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on adding station name signs finally. I'm going to be using station name entrance signs instead of the normal ones. So, like, okay. Oh no, it's acting 4.0 like, and I can't, oh my god. Hold on, because this happened before. What the heck? Oh yeah, there we go. So let me try this. Okay, it's what the heck? What is happening with the station signs? I should be concerned right now. Like, what is going on with these signs? They're glitching out. Oh my god. Alright. I'm just gonna use the tall. I'm just gonna use these instead. Because, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the station name entrance signs, but something's up. So, I'm just instead going to be using these. Oh, it's thunderstorming. Nice. I think the regular passenger information displays in the MTR mod, I think pre-installed. I'm not used to seeing them because I'm usually using passenger information displays from the Jobin client mod from the Jobin client mod because they add I think 3 different ones. So I'm not used to seeing the regular stock ones. They're used on the regular MTR mod, but I guess so. So for the first time in a while, I'm going to be using the warp command from Essential Commands. I'm going to teleport to Lakeview, where the train's already here. Okay, there we go. Now it's in. Alright, so that's one side of Lakeview done. Now I just have to do the other side. Finally, may have placed way too many of those, but it doesn't matter. Finally, I'm going to go to Greenview. And there's the train again. Oh my god. Such great luck. Alright, so those are the 3 things I have checked off on my list for today's episode. And in this episode, we replaced the SP1900 with the C train, not the TML C train, but the regular C train. We added station or train door beeps with the Reality City Construction mod, and just now we added station names for the actual stations. I'm planning next episode. I'm going to actually, because there's a resource pack out there for the realistic or the real life MTR SP1900 and also KCR SP1900. So I'm planning for the next episode I'm going to add the Chinese characters for the actual stations to prepare for the actual SP1900 resource pack, just because I feel like it would be fitting to add those characters, and also just, I just feel like it would be a helpful addition to the next episode. And if they work, because I don't know if they will, but if they work, I'm planning on adding automatic platform gates. I was gonna say platform screen doors, but we don't have any underground stations yet. I was also planning on adding platform screen doors to the actual platforms, because, I mean, that's technically what they're called. But if they don't work, that's fine. I could just do the Chinese characters and the MTR or the MTR SP1900 and KCR SP1900 resource pack. I'm thinking in the 5th episode, that's what I'm going to do it. And yeah, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Continue to do that because I'm planning on hoping to get 500 subscribers by the end of the month. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.